Hi, it's Annette here. When you want to know what menopause is, listen to this. My mother always told me that your life is over when you hit your 50s. My business partner told me that when your ovaries shut down and no longer produce hormones, it's like losing your pinky fingers. Another friend said, that's just the turn that life takes, and you can try everything in your power to remain a woman, she meant hormone therapy, or do nothing and become a granny. Do you want to be a granny? Grannies are cute. A lot of women feel like they're losing their minds. Are they actually losing their minds? No, they're losing their hormones. Just to recap, menopause marks the end of the reproductive years in a woman's life when menstrual periods stop permanently. Menopause occurs naturally as a result of declining levels of the reproductive hormones estrogen and progesterone produced by the ovaries. This can also happen prematurely after surgical removal of the ovaries, as a side effect of cancer treatment, or in a known condition, POI, primary ovarian insufficiency, where the ovaries stop working normally in women younger than 40. This is also known as premature ovarian failure or premature menopause. Menopause is usually preceded by a transient period called perimenopause, when the hormone levels start to fluctuate the last couple of years leading to menopause, and may bring on symptoms such as hot and cold flashes, mood swings, insomnia, vaginal dryness, urinary incontinence, and dry skin. Just watch my 7 Dwarfs of Menopause video. That will tell you more. The most telling sign that menopause is approaching is the irregularity of periods. Skipping a period or two is common. Menstrual cycles may also be shorter. Periods may be heavier or lighter than usual. Most symptoms usually ease in the years after menopause, but low levels of estrogen may cause other health problems because estrogen influences so many things. Low estrogen levels increase risks for bone loss, known as osteoporosis, and also cardiovascular disease, as estrogen has a protective action on blood vessels against cholesterol plaques. Low estrogen also weakens the tissues supporting the urethra, causing urine leakage or urinary incontinence. Risks for urinary infections also increases after menopause. While menopause is a natural stage of life and doesn't require medical treatment, it is important to have a healthy diet and physical exercise. Also to get sufficient nutrients like calcium and vitamin D to counter the risks of heart disease and osteoporosis. There are many options out there for women with persisting or severe symptoms. These include estrogen therapy, for instance, topical estrogen in a form of cream, tablet, or ring administered directly to the vagina, which can be effective for treatment of vaginal dryness and urinary problems. So there are 3 ways to ramp up estrogen. First, estrogen therapy, also known as synthetic estrogen, is effective for the treatment of severe hot flashes and may also help prevent osteoporosis. However, it is associated with higher risks for cardiovascular diseases and breast cancer. If you have all your lady parts intact, meaning you have not had a hysterectomy, estrogen therapy should be taken in conjunction with progesterone to help oppose the cancer risks. Hormone therapy should be used at the lowest dose for the shortest duration needed to achieve treatment goals. Then there's bioidentical hormone therapy, or BHT. The imperative here is that you find the most reputable compounding pharmacy to make sure you're getting the correct dosage, as bioidenticals are not regulated as regular synthetic hormone therapy is. We do know that when used appropriately, bioidentical hormones are safer than synthetic hormones, as they are identical in chemical structure to the hormones produced by your body. Even though bioidentical hormones have been around for a long time, therapy is not taught in medical schools, nor is it promoted by big pharma. You may find these through your naturopath or other alternative health practitioner. Compounded bioidentical estrogens are originally derived from soy or disogenous plant steroids found in wild yam species. Then, through several chemical steps in a laboratory, these plant steroids are formed into bioidentical hormones. Our body produces 3 main estrogens: estriol, estrone, and estradiol, and we can find these all in bioidentical form. Estriol has many good studies showing safety and positive effects for urinary incontinence and vaginal dryness and thinning when given in the appropriate dose. Estriol has an important role in opposing the growth of cancer cells, including cancer promoted by its sister estrogens, estrone and estradiol. When a woman enters menopause, estrogen becomes the dominant estrogen because her ovaries have stopped producing estradiol. Estrogen is produced by the adrenals and in the fat cells. Estrogen levels can remain high depending on the number of individuals' fat cells. Because women have an abundance of estrogen at menopause, most often estriol and estradiol is prescribed. Estriol is the most beneficial to the lady parts. In cases of atrophy and dryness, topical estriol is most effective and safest to use. And thirdly, there's phytoestrogens. This is the natural alternative to estrogen therapy. Phytoestrogens are plant-derived compounds found in a variety of foods, most notably in soy. They offer some health benefits. Isoflavones, comestines, and prenylflavonoids are 3 phytoestrogens with the strongest estrogenic effects. They have many health benefits, including lowered risk of osteoporosis, heart disease, breast cancer, and menopausal symptoms. However, they're also considered endocrine disruptors and may interfere with your body's hormonal system when consumed at a sufficiently high dose, indicating they have the potential to cause adverse effects as well. So when you consume these foods naturally, you're not going to experience these adverse side effects. Foods especially rich in phytoestrogens include seeds like flax, pumpkin, sunflower, poppy, and sesame. Whole grains like rye, oats, and barley. Bran, which is wheat, oats, and rye. Beans and lentils. Fruits, especially apples and berries. Soybeans and soy products like tempeh, soybeans, and tofu. Vegetables, especially the cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. Ideally opt for whole foods rather than highly processed products. Some herbs are high in phytoestrogens and can be taken in supplement form. The most significant and notable sources are angelica, black cohosh, chaste tree berry, donquet, evening primrose, licorice root, and red clover. So that's the 3 ways you can increase estrogens and ease your menopausal symptoms. However, they all have their drawbacks, so it remains unclear whether their benefits outweigh the risks. That is for everyone to navigate and choose for themselves. What you can do fairly easily that will help contribute to hormone balance is do a detox, improve your diet, and exercise. So first, detox. What I mean is detox from endocrine disruptors. If you are deciding on any of the above hormone influencers, it is imperative to remove or at least, very least, minimize exposure to the other known endocrine disruptors that are harmful. Sources of xenoestrogens are pesticides, foods like beef where the animals are given hormones, farmed fish, and dairy products, plastic toxic compounds that leach into our foods, cleaning chemicals, fabric softeners, bleaching chemicals, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and skincare products like moisturizers containing parabens and phthalates. Only use 100% natural, chemical-free, and water-free femcare and skincare products. All of these have bad synthetic estrogenic compounds that will store in fat cells and contribute to disease. And now diet. For many women, the symptoms of menopause can be notably improved by simple changes to your diet. Eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables each day. 7 or more is even better. Make sure you have a rainbow of different colored fruits and vegetables of equal amounts. Eat adequate protein, lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, etc. at least 2 to 3 times a week. And if you're vegan, make sure you're getting enough protein from plant sources. Aim for complex rather than simple carbohydrates. For example, choose whole grains or wholemeal bread, brown rice, and brown rice pasta. Try to keep sugar intake low. A moderate amount of healthy oils and fat in a diet are essential, but cut down on the saturated fats found in full-fat dairy products and fatty meats. Try to eat natural foods, restricting the amount of packet and tinned products. Finally, try your best to cut back or to eliminate alcohol completely, as it can aggravate your symptoms. Exercise is equally important. Every time you exercise, your adrenal glands are stimulated to convert androstenedione, a precursor hormone produced in the ovaries, adrenal glands, and fat cells, into estrogen. A minimum of 4 30-minute sessions each week will give enormous benefits. Try low-impact aerobics, walking, skipping, swimming, or even vigorous housework or gardening, as this will not only help control weight gain, but will increase the oxygen to the brain, which will also help with emotional well-being. And last but not least, Kegel exercises. You can do these to help strengthen pelvic floor muscles, and this may help treat urinary incontinence, especially if your pelvic floor is weak. To recap, yes, peri and menopause can feel like you cut off both your pinky fingers and your life will never be the same. However, it can be managed, and you can also sign up for my course to find out more. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel.